Greetings one and greetings all. I am your brother Travis and welcome to Brother Travis Global Talk, and I am reacting to a video here that talks about the aftermath of um, Hurricane Melissa aftermath in Jamaica. Now I am here in Jamaica. Whole lot of noise in the place. Excuse me for that. Now I am in Jamaica, but I am in Kingston, and here in Kingston we never got much damage. But then when I was looking at this video, I see that there are other parts in Jamaica that got a whole leap, whole lot of damages, and I pray for the speedy recovery of those places. The speedy recovery of the business areas, the roads, and the livelihoods of people, because I never knew that there was so much damages here in Jamaica. So we're gonna look into this video, fair use for this video as we react to it. I'm gonna stop here and there for fair use policy. And if you're new here, you can subscribe, like the video so you can spread the algorithm. And highly likely I'll do some more reaction on videos like these as well. So let's look into this one. And I wanna thank everyone for praying for us here in Jamaica as well. Let's look into it.
A catastrophic situation unfolding in the Caribbean this morning, with one island nation dealing with the aftermath of an unprecedented natural disaster.
Rescue crews are working around the clock trying to reach families trapped as officials assess the full scope of the destruction. For the latest on this developing story, let's go to our weather correspondent, Amy Metz. Amy.
Thank you. Yes, a very serious situation going on right now, as currently a Category 3 storm is right over Cuba. We just saw that satellite imagery as the eye wall was getting smaller after making a landfall in Jamaica with record wind speeds of 185 miles per hour. That matches the sustained wind speed record set in 2019 by Hurricane Dorian. Now we're seeing people with a slew of messes to clean up, asking for help. And we do know there were a lot of shelters opened, over 800. So we're hoping that most people are safe. However, there were reports that people needed to be rescued from their homes in Black River, one of the hardest hit regions in St. Elizabeth Parish. You're looking right now at that.
Wow. So this was what I never knew until I was looking. I actually saw some videos on TikTok. I saw some mostly on TikTok, but I never knew what to really believe, because we are seeing some people are doing some AI things, and that's a sad thing about this whole TikTok thing now, is that sometimes, well, for some of them, not all of them, but for some of them you cannot tell what is true, and some people are also reposting videos from other hurricane events that's not current. So a whole lot of confusion was going on there, so I never know what to believe. But then I was looking at this one, I was like, Black River really get a whole heap of damage. And as I'm saying earlier, I'm just praying for the speedy recovery, and even my condolences for those who lost their families during this hurricane, this tropical storm. According to reports, about 3 persons lost their life, one from electrocution, and I think 2 from trees, trying to chop down or saw down trees, and they lost their life. And it's really a sad thing to see, because in the process of trying to save your house, you lose your life. In this process of trying to preserve your family, your property and so forth, you end up losing your life. That's really sad. So my condolences to the family as well. But Black River really got a whole heap of damage, as we can see here and as we can hear here. Let's continue on.
That area, courtesy of Sanity846 on Twitter. She is also calling for the needs of help. However, officials are looking at those immediate needs first, such as rescues, making sure people have enough food and water. And for those who were in shelters or homes that got damaged, that they have somewhere safe to go. On a good note, Kingston and the eastern portion of Jamaica were not badly affected, so there is still some power on the island.
Now, this is the truth. I'm in Kingston, and I was driving around Kingston to see if we got much the damages, and there was not much damages. Most like trees fall down, You know, I saw only one place look like it got real damaged badly. Only one place so far. That was um, a board house. No, not really a board house, but a board shop. But they're actually fixing it up right now. But otherwise, from that, I don't see much damages here in Jamaica. We really, well, here in Kingston, I should say. Sorry, we really did pray. You know, we really did pray. My prayer warriors and my wife and I, we got together and we really did pray. And you know, I believe the Most High really heard our prayers. But then it's also sad to see that others got badly affected by this. I hear that people, even this video is gonna make you, is gonna make you see that other people, you know, over 15,000 people actually is in shelters now. That's a whole lot. That's really a whole lot. That's a really a whole lot. Anyway, let's continue watching
Island. Very good news for those that need to stay in communication to get more help. However, Cuba near Guantanamo Bay had some damages, but more so just a little west of there near Santiago de Cuba. Next in line, we're looking at the forecast track in the Bahamas, where we do expect a major hurricane or close to it with wind speeds around 100 miles per hour in the next couple of days. That's going to be lasting from now through the next 36 hours with effects. Unfortunately, we've already seen 7 deaths from the storm in Haiti, in Dominican Republic from landslides, and also 3 in Jamaica preceding the landfall as people were preparing. We will be bringing you updates and hearing from people on the ground next. Back to you.
Sorry.
Thanks so much, Amy. We are praying for them.
Yeah. Joining us now to discuss.
And to be honest, I'm really thankful for those who really prayed, because when I was watching all these weather forecast videos, there's a whole lot of people saying they're praying for Jamaica. We're thankful for the prayers. Pray for a speedy recovery. Pray that, you know, people, you know, get back their homes, get back their life together, get back their business together. I saw a video of this young man. He basically lost his entire farm, or about 80 to 90% of his entire farm. That's his livelihood, you know. And I really hope that, you know, he can get help, and, you know, he may recover, and that we can come back stronger from this too, you know, building stronger infrastructures and so forth. We know, to be honest, we can't really fully prepare for, like, fully prepare for disaster, because we don't know what to expect. But I hope we can be, at least become stronger from this. Let's continue to watch this. I'm not gonna watch the entire video. But I'm just reacting to some parts of this.
Bridget Bean is a former FEMA official and visiting fellow at the Heritage Foundation. Thanks for joining us this morning, Bridget. As we just heard there from our reporter, Amy Metz, Hurricane Melissa making landfall in Jamaica yesterday afternoon as a Category 5 storm, tying with 2 other major hurricanes for having the strongest sustained winds and landfall on the record in the Atlantic Basin by both pressure and wind speed. So can you talk to us about what that means for the people who are on the ground there?
Sure, of course, and good morning. Hurricane Melissa, as you said, came ashore as a Category 5, a catastrophic storm. And really, there's so much about this storm that's impressive and unprecedented. But I think the Prime Minister said it best. There is no infrastructure in the region that can withstand a Category 5 hurricane. So the question now, the issue now, is really the speed of recovery. That is the challenge.
Yeah.
Right now, in the first 72 hours, it's really about saving lives and sustaining life. So it's search and rescue. It's providing shelter. It's making sure there's clean water and access to the remote areas on the island. So the scale of this storm is really, you know, if we remember Maria in Puerto Rico and Dorian in the Bahamas, it really is at that level. So they have a lot of important work to do in the next 72 hours. Every hour counts in this window. There are areas of the island that are cut off because the roads are impassable. The bridges are not safe. Big boulders have fallen into the roadway. The search and rescue teams have a very difficult and dangerous.
So wow, all I can say is wow, because I mean, some of the things that I was seeing on the internet was actually true. I saw one where it looked like up the area in not Brownstown, Cave Valley. They almost the entire Cave Valley town seemed like it just got flooded out. I was looking into the place where the car park is. That's a place where I travel to do business sometimes. So definitely when I go out, I'm gonna definitely see what's going on in the other parts of this country. God's willing, I'll take videos, I'll take pictures, and I can share them here as well, so you guys can stay tuned for that.
Exercise in front of them. And there is a number of international support that's come to bear. And it's really important to make sure that those international partners are able to help support Jamaica in these 72 hours as they look at these critical lifelines of power, water, and communication.
So Hurricane Melissa has caused extensive infrastructure damage, as you outlined, and left most of Jamaica without power, water, and reliable communications. And you also mentioned the Prime Minister. Let's listen to local government minister Desmond McKenzie.
All right.
Our shelters have seen increased numbers. There are close to 15,000 Jamaicans who have gone to various shelters across the country.
When I heard that, it really surprised me. Almost 15,000. 15,000 people. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot. So man, this hurricane really made history. Just like what I heard about when I was from the older people about Gilbert and about Ivan. Pray for us, continue to pray for
We
us.
also noticed that there are communities where residents have gone and have created makeshift shelters. In most cases, we were able to get limited supplies to those persons within those shelters.
Bridget, you mentioned in your initial commentary what the priorities are in an emergency such as this, but can you actually speak to how quickly can aid realistically reach those communities if, let's say, the airport or other infrastructure is damaged?
Yeah, this is really the important question. I know that a number of organizations, the Red Cross and others, had pre-positioned resources and personnel in Jamaica, so that they would be there ready when it was safe to begin the search and rescue efforts. And so what they will do now is bring in additional resources. I understand the Cajun Navy has also had resources there and will bring more. And it's really important to understand that it's not just about wind damage, but it's what we call cascading impacts. So when the power grid goes down, everything connected to it begins to fail. So water treatment plants can't pump or can't purify water, so clean drinking water disappears. So making sure that clean bottled water gets in is very important. Without that, it leads to dehydration, contaminated wells, the risk of waterborne disease. So that's really important that they are able to get to these communities that need these resources, because whatever supplies they have will only last a very limited time. With no electricity, that means there's no refrigeration, which means hospitals have to struggle to keep medicine stable, grocery stores, family refrigerators, lose food. And so all of these cascading impacts are important. So I believe that the international support is very important. It's already begun. Yeah. The Jamaican people are very resilient, but time is of the essence. So removing, debris from streets, from roads,
right.
It's all very interconnected.
Yeah. Absolutely. And as you mentioned, many people need life-saving medicine just to stay alive. Thanks so much, Bridget. We appreciate your commentary.
Thank you.
Joining us now.
So I think I'm going to end this video right here. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys are here for the first time, subscribe, like this video, and also share it out. I'll do more reaction on videos like these, and I'll keep you up to date with what I see whenever I travel along this island. Continue to pray for us, and continue to help us in any way, shape or form that you can. Until the next video. Peace.